Hi YouTube, I'm FemShep, and I am off to Brooklyn's own inaugural DIY Street Fighter 6 tournament. I have still somehow met more players from the other side of the country at events like Evo and Frosty than I have players from just my next state over in New York. So I'm excited to meet the Brooklyn crew. I'm excited to get washed by some people stronger than me and learn something. This is gonna be maybe a 2+ hour drive each way. So here we go. My pool is looking stacked. There are a lot of killers in there that I recognize as regularly making deep runs in the same online tournaments where I panic and go 0-2, 1-2. Flaccid Pancakes in my pool, Neo Judai's in my pool, Idom's in my pool. If I win my round 1, I have to play, I believe it's Wet Kunai. So it's entirely possible I go 0-2 today. I'm not manifesting that, and I'm not accepting that. But I am trying to be preemptively kind to myself that 25% of every tournament goes 0-2. And if everybody's a good player, 25% of them still go 0-2. So all I can do is my best. I'm gonna keep my head up. I'm gonna try to learn something. I'm gonna meet some people I'm really excited to spend time with. I'm hopefully gonna eat some good food. And that's really all I can do. So let's fucking go, DIY. There is no tournament result today that could make this less than a fantastic adventure. And I do historically play much better offline than I do online. So there is that. We'll see. We'll see. Thankfully, the bike marathon that was running through the Lincoln Tunnel was the opposite side of the highway from where I was driving. I didn't hit that much traffic, and about 2 hours later, I pulled up in Brooklyn. There was a ton of free street parking near the venue, which was really convenient, and the streets were super walkable to a ton of food trucks and other places to eat. I would end up getting some of the best Indian food I've ever had in a sit-down restaurant after I played my bracket matches. And when I left, right before I went home, I stopped at a taco truck and got a delicious quesadilla to power up for the drive. And we made it! And we made it! I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite venue on the Citadel. So obviously the punk vibes at the venue were immaculate. All of the setups had no issues that I could tell. Everything ran really smoothly for me. The one time I saw them stop a match to fix the setup, there were no challenges getting everything corrected. Everything just ran really, really well with really high quality tech. I'm emphasizing all of this because they have said that DIY is going to be an annual event. And I cannot emphasize enough how much you should pull up to this if you are within a reasonable travel distance of Brooklyn. It's so obvious that it was a labor of love from the entire NYC community. And I jumped right into that labor of love with both feet because they put me on stream for my first bracket match. And this is that. All right, first round on stream. Fuck it, we ball.
Yes.
Wukrit used to use Marisa.
Oh, okay.
I believe he plays Rashid now. There he goes, the Rashid.
Yeah. Oh, so he went the Big Bird route.
He went the Big Bird route.
Going from Marisa to Rashid.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so he should be familiar with the character. Now, FemShep on the modern.
Yes.
So it'll be a little different as far as like timing goes. Like, you know, you won't see any buffering, you know, a lot of times.
Yeah, she uses a lot of like Gladius just because she could do it on reactions and stuff.
Yeah.
With the modern, it's a little bit you could use it in different ways.
Yep. Okay, I'm not sure that anti-DI.
Yep, it's right there. Use the anti-Gladius right there and got the burnout early.
Okay. Yeah, this is not a great spot, especially with no meter. Oh, that was crouching heavy. That is like really negative.
Yeah. All right, not going for the drive impact for almost guaranteed kill.
I mean,
not gonna need it.
oh,
nice overhead. Okay.
It's a the high-low.
Yep. Nice pressure there from FemShep.
All right. Wukrit looking a little surprised by the pressure.
Yeah, it can't. Wukrit needs to be like anti-airing a lot of those jump approaches because you can't let Marisa corner you that early on in the round.
I agree.
Once again, yeah, we haven't seen any anti-airs. Maybe too focused on the ground.
Maybe, but you know what it is though? Like, not that it's hard, exceptionally hard for him to anti-air. Like Rashid, right? But Rashid doesn't have the best normals for anti-air.
Yeah.
Right. So you definitely have to be really ready for like a heavy mixer.
Yes.
Or even a EX. All right, but level 3. Oh, this could be very bad.
Yeah, back throw. Marisa does do a ton of damage, so one good hit and could have led to a lot, but got hit with the jumping medium kick from Rashid.
And you know what? Wukrit was definitely able to test FemShep's defense this time.
Interesting choice from drive rush into a sweep there from FemShep. Not sure what he was trying to go for.
Agreed. I don't know. She's definitely represented sweep a couple of times.
Yeah. All right, nice. Finds the medium punches right there.
I wonder if her sweep becomes safe after drive rush.
Oh yeah, they might be one of those sweeps that are like that. Yeah.
Or at least relatively safe with the distance.
All right. Once again, we're still not seeing any anti-airs from Wukrit when FemShep jumps, but finds the drive rush jab. Got the corner now. And the meaty overhead combo. Good setup right there. I didn't even realize that was a meaty setup.
Oh, punish?
Yeah, should be able to take this.
Oh. Okay, and the super we very rarely ever see the level 3 because that level 2 is so dang good.
And we haven't seen the level 2 yet, which is kind of funny.
Ironically enough, right? Now, the thing is though, maybe he didn't want to try to do a level 2 without a setup because he was at the corner.
Yeah.
And then she has like her level 3 goes like full screen.
Yep.
Almost.
Whoa. The jump heavy punch from Marisa just beat the anti-air clean right there. Maybe Wukrit.
Maybe that's why he's not going for it. Oh, and she's stealing all the turns.
All right, that should be it. All right, I think it was the EX that would have killed right there, but he did the regular one.
She stole so many turns. I don't even think he has any turns left.
Yeah.
Like.
This could be bad.
Okay, plus
right,
frames.
Trying to get as much damage as possible.
Oh.
Okay, good awareness right there from FemShep. Sneaks in the crouching light punch.
All right. Wukrit trying to go on offense super early. Great defense from FemShep.
Yep. I'd like to see some more grabs from Wukrit because that is one of Marisa's weaknesses. She doesn't really have a dedicated anti-throw option.
You know what I'd like to see from Wukrit? I'd like to see him do the little hop move in the air.
Yes.
Because she's consistently trying to anti-air with Charge Gladius.
Yeah. So
just to make that whip and for him to set up punishes.
Yeah.
To at least get her to change her anti-air options to jump backwards light punch or something like that.
Yep. That's interesting. Yeah, that'd be. I'd like to see how that exchange happens. You know, be able to jump out of it.
Yeah, because the thing is though, like that's one of the ways you would deal with that. You'd have to jump backwards button, right? She doesn't seem to be having issues with offense.
Yep, and right now putting in work, having in the corner, swinging for the fences right there. Throw.
Okay.
Was still able to get a punish, but he could have got a punish counter throw, guaranteed.
Oh, that's plus.
All right, now it seems like whoever gets the corner gets to do a lot of damage. Oh no, you dropped the combo. You don't want to drop against Marisa like that.
Oh, he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to do it because she has a level 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, he found the spot.
Actually, what I was thinking he should have did was as soon as there was like neutral, he should have backdashed, did the level 2.
Yeah, and then that would have been a guaranteed round.
Yeah. Take the round. Take the round over everything. Over meter, you take the round.
All right, now we see an anti-air. I think it was just because he was looking for it there.
Yeah. Yeah, because like he backed away.
Yeah, he backed away. We saw him. It's probably a situation that he happens a lot.
Should only level 1. Oh, not going to use any meter.
Could have used a level 1 right there, but got the perfect. We're starting to see more anti-airs now from Wukrit.
Okay.
Definitely setting them up too.
He should definitely, the first time he gets a knockdown, he
I
should
think
definitely set up that level 2.
I think that Gladius was punishable right there because he did an empty jump and blocked it point blank. I think she's -5 on those, so I think he could have done standing light punch.
You know what though? Very rarely are you ever that close.
Yeah. All right, nice patience from the corner right there. Burnt out though, which could be bad. All right, you got it.
Oh, great jump out.
Oh, he could have punished. So once again, a dangerous spot for Wukrit right now because any confirm will lead to a level 3.
Oh, and the funny thing is,
oh, this could be bad.
Scramble City.
Yeah, and FemShep kind of choked it up right there.
I know.
Could have went really bad.
Oh, drops a combo.
Yeah, it looks like the nerves are affecting FemShep a little bit. We saw 2 drops close to each other. But one thing about tournaments, you gotta, even if you have a couple of drops, you gotta stay in the game.
Yep.
So let's see if FemShep keeps that pressure up.
All right, back against the wall, literally against the wall. And then, you know what? The angles he's jumping at now, he's getting more successful jumps.
All right, Wukrit working on a small life lead right there.
All right, gets a forward throw.
All right, uses a fully charged whirlwind shot.
Yeah. Yeah, but not a lot of projectile usage from Wukrit at all.
Yeah.
No anti-air.
No anti-air.
That can cost him.
Yeah, that's one of the things that we've both been seeing in this set happen quite a bit.
And definitely reading that she's willing to bait out the DP, because she probably would have won if he DP'd there.
Yeah. I feel like, one of the things to consider is that if you can't anti-air well, at least try to parry. Because, FemShep hasn't been doing like empty jumps, so.
Okay, gonna spend a level 3 for the burnout.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 1 hit away from burning out. 1 more block attack, yeah.
Okay, but you need to be careful with this level 3.
Yeah.
No anti-air.
All right, and now FemShep goes into her own level 3 just to get some of that drive meter back. Gonna get the life lead. Not by a lot, but.
Oh, I think that was a modern level 3.
All right.
Okay, no projectile usage. Okay.
All right, nice crouch medium kick right there from Wukrit.
Yeah, that was a modern level 3. It would have did way more if
that's
it wasn't.
why. Okay, gotcha.
I was like, oh, that was way too little.
Yeah. All right. Both players, 2 games apiece. Nice use of the EX mixer right there.
Yeah, a little more confidence in his play too. All right, not a lot of drive.
Wow, so much corner carry on that. There you go. Yeah, I feel like Wukrit gets the anti-airs when he sets himself up for it, but just if there's anything that he might have to adjust going forward, is being more ready to anti-air in more general situations, than not only when you set them up for it.
But Wukrit is on set point.
Yes, and with a perfect.
With a perfect, but he has not set up level 2 once.
Not one time. Yeah.
Oh,
nice jump out on the command throw right there. All right, are we gonna see a throw loop? No.
Oh yeah, trying to jump there. That's so plus.
Oh, mistimed the meaty right there.
I don't
back thrown into the corner.
I don't think you realize how plus that after throw that Typhoon is.
We're also not seeing no parries from Wukrit. You got to parry against Marisa.
Oh, he didn't do it. Level 2? Level 2?
Oh no, you missed. He did the right choice and then didn't press the button timing correctly. I don't think that was a...
Huh?
I'm not sure if that was a counter hit. I feel like Rashid might have been able to do something there.
I don't know if level 3 would have. What he could probably get a level 3'd.
Yeah.
But I don't know if his level 3 would have won. Oh.
All right. This is last game, last round for both players. Wukrit is sitting on a level 3 right now.
All right.
And a small life lead. Nice throw.
Level 2. Okay.
Finally. All right, and FemShep, to her credit, did a good job of surviving the level 2.
Yeah.
But still in the corner.
All right, has a bar, so she does have a reversal option. Yep.
Oh, okay. It did work out right there.
All right. Now she's gonna have to figure her way in now. Oh. And I think she never really adjusted to like doing true strings from drive rushes.
Yeah.
She never, because like, maybe because it was working out, but like in the very beginning, he stopped it with a DP, and he started stopping it once he got his confidence back, and he brought it back in. And I don't think she picked up on that.
Yeah, yeah. So definitely a very back and forth set. Good stuff to Wukrit.
Looking back, there are definitely a few things I would have done differently in that set. I jumped on him so much in the beginning because somebody in the crowd who had played this opponent before told me he really didn't have those with anti-airs. But my opponent adapted and started anti-airing a lot more effectively in the last like game and a half, and I continued to jump, hoping that he would go back to not having the anti-airs and really needed to play more grounded. I overcommitted to the OD Gladius on Wake Up a couple of times. I think in a panic. It wasn't a terrible decision in terms of the guess itself, but it put me in a bad situation with my drive meter. I think I also could have afforded to throw tech more because he really didn't shimmy the throw tech, and I probably should have represented the throw tech to get him to stop throwing me and then attempt to call out the shimmy by just moving forward into my own button. I also could have stood to use more anti-airs besides Gladius. That's something I've been working on and having a hard time with under pressure. Combo drops are going to drop, especially under the pressure of the stream and this being a big event. It sucks because I would have won the first to 2, and I do historically choke final game, final round, and first to 3s. It happens to me in online tournaments all the time. I think it's really just a case of people adapting to me faster than I adapt to them, and that's a skill that I'm only going to gain by continuing to play. One of the other areas that he adapted that I didn't was going for DI in response to the Superman Punch, and I really didn't stop doing raw Superman Punch and go back to doing more raw Gladius, which did catch the DI, until the very end. And I definitely autopiloted the medium punch target combo drive rush cancel into crouch medium punch because it's an extremely strong situation. On hit, Marisa gets a huge combo, and on block, she's +2. And close enough to strike throw shimmy. So I really, really wanted to get that situation, and he just wouldn't let me have it. He had already represented that he would ODDP in that gap in previous parts of the match. So pretty much as soon as I did that drive rush cancel at the end, I just thought, oh no, he's gonna DP. And he did, and that was it. But it was a really good set, really great stream setup, and the best part was the crowd. Shout out to my friend Deku for filming the crowd for me during the set. These are some of my favorite moments from the crowd.
Oh shit! Yeah, PP that shit. PP that shit. Cross over. Anti-air. Donkey punch. It's squad still cares. Oh, don't worry. Look at all that ash. Where's the Nivea? This nigga's ashy. Oh my God, the dust on his knuckles. Jesus. Boom, 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 boom. Cross back. Yeah.
Let's go, friendship!
One of the things I talk about the most in my videos is the fact that if you haven't attended locals because you're afraid to lose or afraid of how people will react when you lose, losing is just part of the experience and people aren't just going to laugh at you. People are here for the hype of the match, and there are going to be people who root for you, there are going to be people who root against you, you can hear people cheer on both sides there, but at the end of the day, it's about the energy and the camaraderie. We were all there to play and watch some damn good Street Fighter, and even though I lost the set, that's some of the most fun I've had offline in a really long time. So please, please support your locals. Maybe even pop into DIY next year. And now a quick break to thank this video's sponsor, Zenni Gaming. Zenni has been a leading online glasses company since 2003, when Marvel vs. Capcom 2 was released. With over 50 million pairs sold, Zenni offers prescription sunglasses, sports glasses, blue light glasses for gaming, safety glasses, and just regular old glasses. So you can look like Marisa Outfit 2, Aki Outfit 3, whatever you want. And unlike costumes in Street Fighter 6, Zenni is always releasing new fits, all for a fraction of what glasses would cost at an offline store. You can even virtually try them on with your device's camera before you buy. Use promo code GLADIUS to get 10% off your Zenni purchase while supporting the channel. Link is in the description. With such low-cost eyewear, you can find something to match every cosplay or esports jersey. The possibilities are as endless as Ken Main's downplay. Thanks for watching the ad. Now back to the video. Anyway, so I went to losers round 1, which was a little demoralizing, but I really locked in and was determined not to go 0-2. Unfortunately, of all the people I could have fought during my first time at a tournament in New York, I got my friend Eviler from North Jersey. Which, on the one hand, I felt pretty confident going in, because I have beaten him the last several times we've played in tournament. On the other hand, he mains Lily, and that's not a character that I fight often, and it's a matchup I still feel poorly practiced in and uncomfortable in. And on top of that, I just felt bad that it was going to be a team kill. Like, somebody from Jersey was going to take out somebody else from Jersey, and I really wanted to fight new people and not one of my friends. But it was not meant to be. I had to fight Eviler, and this is that set.
I'm like a diamond, I shine under pressure. Lily. Try me, I learned all my lessons. I realize I gotta show them Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Marisa win!
Watching that setback, it's very evident to me how uncomfortable and inexperienced I am overall in the Lily matchup. I still don't really understand where to stand so that her attack after gathering a Windstock will whiff and be whiff punishable, and it results in me throwing a kind of desperation DI at odd times, and I think pretty much all of my DIs in that set that didn't get lucky in the corner were counter DI'd because it was not an appropriate time to be using Drive Impact. I'm also not used to accounting for situations where Lily's upward DP move can still break through some of Marisa's stuff, even though it's not invincible. Saw it beat the Superman punch, saw it beat the Gladius. Definitely have to get more comfortable understanding where my tools will work and where they'll get beaten out by her tools. There were also a lot more weird combo drops, the most painful one being when I charged the stand heavy punch for having red and block the super, but I started the charge too early and I accidentally ended up on the other side of Lily, put myself in the corner and whiffed my punish. That sucked. But I did use some of the tech that I have gained on this matchup. I went for OD Stance to beat the Condor Spire. I successfully got a Stance sweep, which is a button I've been trying to use more. I don't hate the way I played here. I mean, I won it 3-1. Obviously, I did something right. But there are a lot of areas where I felt I had to over-rely on a more linear game plan. Namely, I think I closed out 3 to 4 rounds with a reaction level 2. And if I have to rely that much on reaction super, yes, it's a good tool that Modern has, but it means I need to step up my comfort in dealing with the matchup in other ways. So I definitely need to sit down and run a long set with him later. We talked about it afterwards. He's gotten so much better than last time we played too. It was really sweaty. I was nervous the whole time. So hopefully I get the chance to run a long set with him online, or if I make it up to North Jersey in the near future. It's a bit of a drive to their locals, but I'm South Jersey. But there's some really good people up there. Moving on to my next set. I'm now 1-1. I'm still in losers. And the funny story here is that I had seen this Ed player running sets earlier and went, oh my goodness, I think that might be Marisa's worst matchup. I am terrible at fighting Ed. Can you help me? Can we run casuals after bracket? And he said, absolutely. And like not even 20 minutes later, I found out he was my next match in losers. Satorha is incredible. He has a peak of 1800 MR, and he mauled my Marisa surgically. But the set was a lot more competitive looking back on it than it felt at the time on the receiving end. And I do have one really big accomplishment here in that I switched to Ken. I should have stayed on Ken the whole set, but I switched to Ken and I got a game on him on my self-proclaimed shitty fetus Ken Shap that I have been relentlessly dooming about on Twitter and Blue Sky because I'm struggling to maintain above 1500 MR and I can't deal with the randomness of people on ranked. But when you put me under pressure against a really strong player and I simplify it and I break it down to just the core stuff, I am beginning to understand how to play Ken, and I can get games on really strong players. So I'm proud of that, and this is that.
Come here!
Marisa.
I live for that.
You're in for a show.
I realize I gotta kill all my blessings. Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight. Final round. Fight. Not your day. Time to hustle. Easy. Get ready. Time to hustle. Get ready. Time to hustle. Stand still. Time's over. Never underestimate me. One more. Perfect KO. Ed wins.
Looking back on the set, like I said, it was definitely closer than it felt on the receiving end. Those perfect KOs did a lot of emotional damage. I think my biggest issue on both Ken and Marisa is that I need to move just a little bit closer with my spacing. There were a lot of situations where my buttons just barely whiffed because I hesitated and didn't want to walk too far into them. It's something I was talking to Zaffarino about recently, is the fact that when they are looking to whiff punish, when they're just waiting, you have to walk in a little bit closer to make sure that your button connects. So that's definitely something I need to focus on. There were obviously way too many jumps and drive impacts, particularly when I was piloting Marisa, because I know Ed's DP can be baited with empty jumps, and because I know that DI can beat a lot of the flicker shenanigans. But unfortunately, I didn't do either of those things as effectively as I would have liked. They were more so panic counterplay options. I did land a couple of clutch DIs. My favorite moment in that set was easily when I somehow got off the full charge knee on Marisa to end the round with like a 50% combo. That felt amazing. And I did successfully empty jump and bait Ed's DP several times, but I wasn't ready for the punish. And likewise, I know light blitz is punishable on block with a 4 or 5 frame, and I didn't punish the one time he did light blitz on block because I wasn't ready for it. All told, definitely a lot of room for improvement, but I can see the patience of my play improving, I can see the intentionality of my play improving, and I'm gonna run the set with Satorha online this week because we actually share a Discord, a training Discord called FightRise, and he enthusiastically offered to help me up with the matchup in hindsight. So shout out to him, really cool dude. I decided to chill for a little bit after this. I watched them play Third Strike. And then I geared up to watch the Street Fighter 6 Top 8, which, to my immense joy, opened with a match with Creaky Axe's Marisa. A Marisa I have watched online to learn from before, but I had no idea he was in the tri-state area, and I had never met him. So I may have popped off a little bit too hard while this Akuma 3-0'd him, but, like, let me have this, okay? We don't get Marisas in Top 8.
Marisa! I gotta root for the underdog. Let's go, Marisa!
I hate this matchup so much, man.
Go for the lows. Oh.
It's fine. It's round 1. You're getting information. Ah, that's punishable. I would also make that mistake if I had that move. Ah!
Not the wrecker.
Nerf him!
Waiting for level 3, huh?
Clench his ankle!
There you go.
Hustle moment! All we do is suffer!
And so we eventually come to Grand Finals, which is Shine, New York's own, and Space Boy, New Jersey's own. And Hizzle especially really played up the fact that this was New Jersey versus New York on New York's home turf. And we were all having so much fun with it. There was so much yelling and trash talk and that offline energy that simply cannot be replicated online.
Jersey! 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 Jersey!
You gotta lose. Your price for throwing matches is 5K. Do you understand how much this costs? I no longer have 5K. I never had 5K.
I don't plan on losing tonight, sorry.
Well, have that energy for the guy that reverse 3-2 you.
I stole the mic from Bunch at one point to tell him that I hope he enjoys pumping his own gas and losing his own tournament, which I hope goes down in history. And then he tried to get the crowd hyped for Wet Kunai during semifinals with like, hey, let's hear it up. Let's hear it for NYC Wet Kunai. And I yelled, who cares about Wet Kunai? We have Wawa. And he yelled, fuck you. And I love Bunch and I love offline FGC. But ultimately we come to Space Boy versus Shine, and the collective pop-off from New Jersey when Space Boy closed this out is one of the best moments I've ever experienced at a local.
Space Boy! Space Boy! Space Boy! Space Boy!
Got the buff, okay.
He's gonna block.
Oh, shit.
It's checkmate! It's checkmate! It's checkmate! He's dead! He's dead! Let's go! Let's go! New Jersey, baby!
Oh my god, my throat.
All told, if you count the one DQ I got, I did place in the top half of the standings, even with my 1-2. If you don't count the DQ, I am just shy of the top half of the standings. I obviously wish that the results in terms of numbers showed better, but I do feel that the results in terms of the quality of my gameplay, even though I lost sets, were really positive, particularly given how much closer some of these sets would have been, or how much I would have won some of these sets if they had been 1-2. The first set against the Rashid, I would have taken cleanly if it had been 1-2, and the set against Satorha would have been 2-1 instead of 3-1 in his favor if it had been 1-2. So I am proud of the progress that I'm making. I'm going to stay on it. But really, even more so than my desire to succeed competitively, DIY was a reminder that FGC is about the community. It's about spending time with these incredible people who share my passion for this really niche hobby and just being really overly excited and overly nerdy about the specifics of this thing together. Thank you for having us, NYC. I hope I get to pull up to DIY next year. And I'm going to close this video out with my video of congratulating the top 8 because they all deserve their flowers. They played amazing.
For 7th place, tied for 7, Creaky Ass and I Drop. 2 medals for Creaky. Yeah, and 2 medals for you because you're a bum. 5th place. 5th place, Complex 90 and Satorha. You don't even know if that's 4. You can't use that for like another year and a half. Yeah, your parents are guardian will tell you all about it. Now we get into the money. Who's my 4th place? Everybody give it up for the place. Mando! 20 award. Third place. I actually know the word. Damn it. You let me now, man. It's all love. Love you. You did great. 3rd place. Wait, Kunai. This one actually sucks. I love you, brother, forever. Thank you for answering my event. Everybody, give it up for Shine, please. Shut up. Hey, he is, bro. Space Boy. Yo, gracefully, you fucking killed it out there. Congratulations. This is your house tonight.